Just doing my job. A complete recovery after my heart quit beating this morning for some reason. Now I'm happy. Let's get into it. Hello world. Big and bold or fine and fancy. You just have to trust me. That's what the tattoo shop sign says. Because I was already sitting here on this bench like a homeless man. I have to sit down and relax. Try to do the best I can to self-care my feet, which are just never the same. And then here's this crab and shell seafood restaurant. We don't have a lot of seafood restaurants in the middle of this country, Denver, Colorado. But it reminded me of my St. Steve. I am hungry, but I'm homeless, and I keep going back to work. Yesterday I did. I already spent the money on food medicine. Turns out I need more of it. Do I have a place to go tonight? So what happened at the homeless shelter was I was late one time for 13 minutes, and that was enough for them to say, we're giving up on you. I gotta go back tomorrow and get my stuff, but they're kicking me to the curb, and I could try again, but last time it did take 3 months to get in a permanent bed shelter. So it's just getting colder, and we're just gonna give grateful thanks for today. So I'm kind of retracing my steps here. Denver's now 1% less unexplored because I went to an old establishment I'd never been to, the Tattered Cover Bookstore. I didn't go in here for so long because this place is bougie and it's locally owned, which I have all the hallmarks of somebody you don't want to mess with when I need essentials, because in this country, things like charging your cell phone and going to the bathroom, it is hard every second of every day. It is your worst nightmare, unless your mother tried to kill you, which I already survived that too. So today is just a day to give thanks for being alive. My heart was not beating multiple times this morning, but I made a complete recovery apparently. Do I have anywhere to go tonight? Anybody care about stuff like that? Does anybody know? This hat says USA on it. I mean, we're just the greatest country in the world, and something good happened. And then I have a backpack. It is falling apart. It is not safe. I had to pick between food, medicine, or replacing a book bag. I wanted to go swimming today. It's complicated when you're homeless and you're living on a prayer. Nobody can imagine. They can only judge, and they usually don't even help. So what I had to do before you can go to the bathroom, that's a tricky situation. I had to charge the cell phone, conveniently located right next to these fire extinguishers, which are everywhere, unlike outlets. It wasn't too much later, fortunately, that a lady came by, had the bathroom code, so I just put that in my digital note of places I can use the bathroom legally in the United States of America. If I ever want to come back here, I have to appear like I'm shopping, so I window shopped, which is all I ever do. This says we can't see our home. We can't break the chains, we can't breathe the air. And I was like, well, okay. Now the holidays are already here, of course, so I saw this book that was called Food in America on the bargain books for $29.95. And then I saw these Christmas cards. This one says Peace on Earth on it, and it's $16.98. Meanwhile, while also being a successful window shopper, I then had to ask a friend if I could come hang out. Now, he already knows it means survive at his place. It's 3 hours later. We're still hoping for the best. But I never stopped multitasking and charging that phone. At 45%, I felt like that seems legit, and I had the bathroom code. So then I went outside, and you'll never believe what happened. In this country, we have lots of rules, especially at the homeless shelter, where you are never allowed to make any mistake for any reason. But here we have a F-150 that certainly kind of said, not today in this 25 mile per hour speed limit. Is this BMW going to get away with something? Now, did this remind me of the pretentious British and us having to win the World War I and World War II? Did it remind me of my stepdad, Steve, who had an F-150, and my British stepfather that I have now? A little bit. It's a crisis. Number one might never be the same anymore, but it's still the best. My mother only told me to do one thing. The best. I am Donna's Holiday. Yes, I republished this, but you probably haven't seen it. I published it today. This happened in March. Weather outside is frightful. After I survived being kidnapped, an interstate kidnapping, the next thing I survived was having to ask her, are you still number one? Meaning, did my father have sex with anybody else before you? Is there any chance there's anyone else? I mean, the moment that happens and your mom can't take it seriously, everything good gets sucked out and put right into you. Now, all the holiday, all the joy happens now at my house. But guess what? Still don't have one. It's been over a year. And there's just a crisis going on. It's fine. It's totally fine. But we're going to look into what I wanted to do today. I wanted to go swimming. Everybody in Denver, homeless or not, we all hate this stuff. Everything's always getting made better, even though there's no reason to. It's already pretty good. Quick stop at the Denver Sea Film Center for more water and to use the bathroom. The people who let me in didn't know where it was, but they also didn't know my father was in an Emmy-nominated documentary. But I just needed water in the bathroom, so let's just dance. And why not dance at the very best place there is, the third place, or the only place when it's open for homeless people. And this Starbucks is special. You're about to find out why in just a second. Now, Starbucks has one job, to sell coffee. People aren't buying enough pumpkin spice lattes. They're coming in for suicide, because that's what Denver Health did to me this summer. And here, you can tell, they just are like, we have to sell coffee. That's all we can do. And they did give me another free water because I have to stay hydrated. Like, it's so important. You have nothing else, you're gonna have water. We have got to get together. That's what Madonna said in that favorite video of mine, music video song, Holiday. That's what I am now. That song was number 17. Never getting hired at, but she's number 1. She never forgot. Remember, it's the weekend. There's nothing I can be doing after already finding shelter for one night only, already making money, and already spending it on food and medicine. We have to just find beauty where we find it. Life's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's just learning how to dance in the rain or the cold or being homeless or knowing that you're doing your best all the time. Now, that fire department over there is being real extra because the police just can't be here. I don't know why. It must be crime going on somewhere, but what I think happened, this speed limit here is like 25 miles an hour. So probably that BMW did something that F-150 was like, oh no, I don't think so, not today. And we're dealing with it just fine. Everybody survived. That BMW.
We have got to get together.